Hello and good morning and happy Thursday, everyone. And welcome to Sunrise Vinyasa. All right, so today we're going to get very hippie. Our base nice and open, get ourselves rooted, get nice and really low to the ground today. So, in spirit of opening up our root and grounding ourselves and opening up our hips, I have a little tiny treat for us. So this is a quartz crystal singing bowl, and it is tuned to our root chakra. So for today's meditation, we're going to have a little sound bath treat. So go ahead and make yourself nice and comfortable. Sitting in easy cross pose, cross-legged, or, well, it's all the same pose. Finding a nice comfortable seat, lengthening the spine, reaching through the crown of the head. Beginning to find a sense of integrity in your body. Closing your eyes. Beginning to bring your full awareness to the points of contact on the earth. Allowing all of these muscles to soften and release. The feet, calves, shins, knees, thighs, and the glutes. Sinking into the earth, rooting down. Guiding your breath up the entire length of the spine. Lifting each vertebra on the way up as the crown of the head reaches up to the sky. The arms slide back alongside the trunk of the body, allowing an openness across the chest. Descending the sit bones deeper into the earth, rooting deeply. Extending the crown all the way up to the sky, lengthening the spine. Growing tall. Finding your intention for today's practice in this space. Flipping the palms up to the sky, and as you inhale, tracing the sun all the way up. Exhaling the hands towards the heart center. Let us take our inhalation to Om now, to seal our intention for today's practice. Let us inhale. Taking a big, deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. All right, guys. So we're going to start to release the spine. So from here, we're going to keep the crown facing the sky. We're just going to start to move the base of the spine here. So keeping your hands at your knees, we're going to start to swish our belly around. You're going to pull the belly back towards the spine, scooping the belly in. Continuing to make your big circles. Leading the chest forward and back. Keeping the navel pulled in. For 3. 2. And 1. Changing directions. 4, 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. All right, perfect. So from here, we're going to keep the left heel tucked in and we're going to extend the right leg out. The right foot is going to be fully flexed. So you're going to press out through the heel, tuck the toes in towards the body. You're going to extend it nice and wide here. You're going to take your right hand over the leg. And then as you inhale, you're going to sweep the left hand all the way up towards the sky. And as you exhale, you're going to fold all the way over towards the right side. So we're going to do this 3 times. On the last turn, we're going to stay. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold. Folding a little bit deeper each time. Inhale, rise. Exhale to fold. All right, coming on our last turn here. Inhale, rise. Exhale to fold. And we're going to stay here in this fold. Let's keep that left side nice and open so you can start to actually pivot that left shoulder back. And you're going to reach vigorously over towards the right side, noticing all of the sensations from the base of the left hip all the way up through the arm, the armpit, chest, all the way through the fingertips. Keeping your right foot nicely flexed. Let's take one more breath here, coming a little bit deeper. Inhale, center. Excellent. As you exhale, you're going to tuck the right heel in, extend the left foot out as wide as you can take it. Descending both sit bones heavily into the earth, left hand and leg. Inhale, reach all the way up through the right hand. And then as you exhale, fold it. Inhale, up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up. Last one to stay. Exhale, fold. Pivot that right shoulder back. Keep the chest nicely open. Each exhalation, folding a little bit deeper. For 3, 2, and 1. Inhale up. And then as you exhale, you're going to take both of the feet inwards towards each other in butterfly pose. You're going to guide the heels towards the sit bones until you feel about 10% resistance. Now we're going to take a hold of the feet, and you're going to open up the feet like a book. You're going to inhale, lift the crown up all the way up towards the sky. And from here, we're going to do this in two different stages. So the first stage, we're going to keep the spine long, and we're going to pivot from the hips. You're going to lead with the heart, just like you would in a forward fold at the beginning with a flat back. Okay, so you're going to inhale, reach up through the skull, through the crown of the head, guide the arms alongside the body. Shoulders are back, chest and the heart is open. And then as you exhale, you're going to pivot forward from the hips, leaning over the legs. So if you don't come very far forward, that's totally okay. See where you're nicely comfortable so you can actually hold this position and breathe into the hips for a few breaths. Keeping the pads of the feet open. Coming a little bit deeper each exhalation. Now we're going to take one more breath, and then we're going to relax the entire length of the spine in flexion. So that's with a rounded spine this time, over the legs. Inhale, lengthen the spine, reach to the crown of the head, opening up the chest. And then as you exhale, relaxing the spine, folding all the way over, extending your arms, your hands forward as well. Allowing the head to become very heavy here. Lengthening the spine from the base of the skull all the way down to the tailbone. Guiding your breath in through the hips. Last breath. And then slowly walking your hands all the way back towards your legs. Okay, we're going to do one more opener, and then we're going to start moving. Okay? So let's open up both legs nice and wide. We're going to press out through both heels, tuck the toes under so both feet are fully flexed. And from here, we're going to inhale, reach up to the sky. Then as we exhale, we're going to lean forward. Chest comes out first, pivot from the hips, just like we did in that first section of our butterfly. And then we're going to fold all the way over. Hands come down to the ground. Inhale, reach through the crown of the head, lifting and opening up the heart. And exhale to fold a little bit deeper. Keeping those feet flexed. Two more breaths. Beautiful. All right, let's inhale to walk the hands all the way back up. And then we're going to shake those legs out. So let's take the hands underneath the knees, guide the legs slightly closer together. So the feet are still wider than hip width distance apart. Feet are planted. You're going to guide the hands behind you, fingers pointing back. You're going to point the toes, and you're going to swish the knees from side to side. Get a little bit of mobility in through those hips. Four, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's come into tabletop position. All right, so from here, we're going to guide the knees as wide as the mat, tuck the toes towards each other, and then as you exhale, you're going to send the sit bones back towards the heels and walk the hands forward. Big cat stretch. Taking about 2 more breaths here. Beautiful. Inhale to come all the way back up. Tucking the knees underneath the hips, wrists underneath the shoulders. All right, coming into a couple of cat-cows here. So from here, you can either tuck the toes under or you can have them untucked. And we're going to inhale into cat, exhale into cow. As you're inhaling, you're going to tuck the tailbone under, lift the spine all the way up towards the sky, open up the space between the shoulders, and allow the crown of the head to face the ground. As you exhale, release the front of the body towards the earth, draping the spine down as the heart opens up forward, taking your gaze forward as well. Let's do 3 more. Inhale, cat. Exhale, cow. Last 2. Inhale, cat. Exhale, cow. Last 1. Inhale, cat. Exhale, cow. Inhale, spine to neutral position, navel to spine. Perfect. This time we're going to tuck the toes under. And then we're going to inhale the right toes towards the back of the head, keeping the knee bent. Take the head back, almost as if the two can touch one day. Perfect. And then as you exhale, you're going to tuck the knee into the chest, curl the spine up towards the sky. Inhale, toes to head. Keeping that knee bent. Exhale, tuck it in. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, toes to head. Exhale, tuck it in. Inhale, last 1, toes to head. Exhale, tuck it in. Beautiful. Let's release that knee back down towards the ground. And let's go over towards the other side. Going through the left side. We're going to inhale, toes to the head. Exhale, curl it in. Last 3. Inhale, toes to head. Exhale, tuck it in. Inhale. And exhale. Last round. Inhale. Nice strong spine. And exhale to release. Beautiful. Descending that left knee. And we're going to tuck the left toes under. So from here, we're going to do a couple of hip rotations before doing our sun salutations. So we're going to start over with the right hip. So we're going to do this first in tabletop position, and then we're going to do this again in downward facing dog, which is a little bit more fun. All right. So imagine as though you have a tray on your spine. You're going to hug the spine with the abdominal muscles. So you're going to scoop the belly in, keep that spine nice and straight. Imagine as though someone's got a tray on your back with a big jug of water, and you're not going to want to spill that jug, all right? So keeping that spine nice and straight, nice and strong. We're going to start here by inhaling the right knee in towards the chest without curling the spine. As you exhale, you're going to start to draw your circles all the way back with that knee. Inhale to tuck it in. Exhale to circle it back. Continue making your circles with your right knee, maintaining an even spine. Beautiful. Let's do 1 more in this direction. And then switch directions. Three, 2, and 1. Let's give our wrists a little bit of a break. Untuck the toes, sit bones to the heels, crown to the sky in hero's pose. Let's take the palms together, interlace the fingers, roll out your wrists. All right, and then we're going to flip the backs of our hands towards each other, kind of like a T. And then as you exhale, you're going to lift the wrists up nice and high as you can take them, while pressing the backs of the hands together. For 3, 2, and 1. Flip the palms towards each other, interlace the fingers, and roll out your wrists. Excellent. All right, let's get back down to that tabletop position so that we can do the left side, and then we're going to start off with our sun salutations. Tucking the toes under, hugging the spine through the navel. And we're going to inhale, left knee into the chest without shifting the spine. And then exhale to start circling your left knee back. Trying to keep the core of the body, the whole trunk, nice and still. Let's do 2 more rotations in this direction. Beautiful, and then switch directions. Three, 2, and 1. Tuck the toes under, send the heels back. Woo, downward facing dog. All right, so in your downward facing dog, you're going to open up your fingers nice and wide, press through the heels of the palms, lengths of the fingers. You're going to start to push your mat away from you, descending the shoulders away from the ears, lifting the sit bones up high, taking your gaze, your drishti, towards the inner thighs, descending the heels of the feet closer towards the ground. Let's take one more breath here. Bending the knees, navel to spine, gaze to the front of your mat. Inhale to hop or step towards the front of your mat, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, trace the sun on the way up. Exhale, hands through heart center, Samastitihi. Inhale, trace the sun. Exhale, forward fold. Pivot from the hips, lead with the heart. Inhale, flat back, lift and lengthen. From here, you can either come up onto your fingertips, or you can take the palms of the hands over the shins, reaching through the crown of the head, lengthening the spine, guiding the shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, soften the knees, plant the feet, and we're going to step or hop back plank. Lowering down from plank. Inhale, untuck the toes, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, so time for those hip rotations once again. So from here, we're going to start off with the right leg. Let's get a little bit of a stretch here first. We're going to inhale, right leg all the way up towards the sky. And then as you exhale, you're going to descend the left heel a little bit closer towards the ground. So the legs are moving in opposite directions. Beautiful. Let's bend that right knee, point the toes. And then you're going to start to draw your circles, bringing the knee in and then circling it out. Pressing through the other 3 limbs evenly into the ground as you make your circles. For 3, 2, and 1. Changing directions for 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's ascend that right foot. Inhale, left leg up to the sky. Exhale to bring that right heel closer towards the ground, legs shifting in the opposite directions away from each other. Point the left toes, bend the left knee. Inhale, knee to chest without curling the spine. And then you're going to exhale, rotate that knee all the way out. Make your big circles, kind of like you're swishing a big jar of peanut butter around. One more rotation in this. And then switching directions. 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's plant that left foot back down to the ground. Bend the knees, navel to spine, gaze to the front. Inhale, 2, hop or step towards the front of your mat, flat back. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale to rise. Trace the sun all the way up. Exhale, hands through heart center. Samastitihi. Inhale, tracing the sun. Exhale, sweep the arms wide, pivot from the hips, lead with the heart, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hop or step back, plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's take a couple of deep breaths here. Beautiful. All right, let's walk the toes towards each other, keeping the heels slightly apart. And then from here, we're going to start to get the knees nice and wide, push through the hands to send the heels back. The sit bones towards the heels. And then we're going to inhale back to downward facing dog. Let's do that 2 more times. Exhale, knees wide, sit bones to heels. Inhale, downward facing. Exhale, wide. Let's go 1 more time. Inhale, downward facing. Exhale, knees wide. Inhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Let's take 2 deep breaths here in downward facing dog. Bending the knees, navel to spine, gaze to the front of your mat. Hop or step towards the front of your mat, flat back. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale, trace the sun on the way up, rise. Exhale, hands through heart center, Samastitihi. All right, let's do 1 more sun salutation, Without any variances, we're just going to go right through. Inhale, trace the sun. Exhale, pivot from the hips, lead with the heart, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Two deep breaths here, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Bending the knees, navel to spine, gaze to the front. Inhale, 2, hop, or step towards the front of your mat, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, set all the way up, trace the sun. Exhale, hands through heart center, Samastitihi. All right, inhale, trace the sun. Exhale, pivot from the hips, lead with the heart, fold. Inhale, flat back. From here, as we exhale, we're going to bend the knees, and we're gradually going to take ourselves into chair pose, Utkatasana. Bend the knees, descend the sit bones all the way back into space. Now we're going to inhale, trace the sun to lift the heart off the thighs, all the way into chair pose, Utkatasana. From here, you're going to slide the arms alongside the ears. Open up your fingers nice and wide. You're going to make sure that you can still see your toes. If you can't, slide your sit bones back. You're going to start to push the outer feet, the outer edges of the feet into the ground, pushing the ankles away from each other. For 4, steady your gaze, navel to spine, nice strong back. 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to flat back. Exhale, plank. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's take one very deep breath here before transitioning. In through the nose, deep exhalation through an open mouth. Give yourself a big sigh here, making any sound that you want on your exhalation. Release the weight of your head, shake it out, yes and no, side to side, front to back. Beautiful. Okay, let's inhale that right leg up to the sky. And then we're going to point the toes, bend the knee, and then we're going to exhale, send the right toes over towards the left side. Inhale to square the hips to the ground. Exhale all the way back towards the left side. Inhale, square. Exhale, twist. Beautiful. This time we're going to inhale, step the right foot forward. Beautiful. Okay, so from here, we're going to step the left hand a little bit closer underneath the face. As we inhale, the right hand lifts, and then we're going to pivot the feet towards the outer edges. And we're going to tuck the toes in, and then we're going to shift that right arm all the way back. So you're going to feel a little bit of sensation here through the outer right hip. And then reach back here, and then we're going to inhale to lift and exhale to lower 3 times. Keep that right arm stretched back. Inhale, press up. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. One more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, sink. Beautiful. Let's sweep that right arm all the way back as you pivot the feet to center, descending the right hand on the outer edge of the right foot, stepping the left hand back, step the right foot back, going into Vinyasa to switch sides. Vinyasa, as you step the right foot back, you're going to come into your plank. You're going to lower all the way back down. Untuck the toes, inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. So that is what is called Vinyasa. So every time I say to take Vinyasa, you have always the option to go and hang out in child's pose instead to lengthen the spine and release your hips. All right, let's go over towards the left side now. Inhale, left leg up to the sky. Pointing the toes. Beautiful. And then we're going to bend that knee. And on the next exhalation, we're going to shift the right toes over, so the left toes over towards the right side. Inhale to square the hips, navel to spine. Keep that navel nicely tightly pulled in towards the spine to support it. Exhale, twist it back. Inhale, square. Exhale, twist. We've got one more on this side. Inhale, square. Exhale, twist. Inhale, step the left foot forward. Beautiful. As you exhale, you're going to shift that right hand a little bit closer towards the left foot. You're going to inhale, sweep the left hand back as you pivot towards the outer edges of the feet, tucking the toes in. Both feet are fully flexed. As you inhale, lift. Beautiful. Exhale, descend. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. One more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, sweep that left hand all the way back. Step the left foot back, plank. to Vinyasa or Child's Pose. Let's take about 5 breaths here in Downward Facing Dog. One more breath. Let's bend the knees, navel to spine, gaze to the front of your mat. Inhale to hop or step towards the front of your mat. Flat back. Exhale to fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Interlace the fingers. Palms are still together. Roll out your wrists. Opposite direction. Fun of the opposite direction is always a bit weird to do. All right, excellent. Let's continue. Inhale, trace the sun. Exhale, forward fold. Pivot from the hips, lead with the heart, sweeping your arms nice and wide. Excellent. So from here, you're going to step your hands right in front of your feet. Your feet are going to be close towards each other. And then from here, you're going to start to lift the heels, bend the knees out towards each other. Your heels are going to lift, okay? You're going to step your hands forward as much as possible. And you're going to try to align the thighs as much as you can to the outer edges of your body. And from here, we're going to practice ourselves giving ourselves some hugs with our thighs, all right? So on each inhalation, we're going to squeeze the thighs into the trunk of the body. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. And then as you exhale, you're going to take the legs nice and wide. Push the knees as far back as you can. Inhale, squeeze in. Exhale to push out. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, push. 2 more. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, push. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, push. Beautiful. Let's walk the hands back towards the feet. Descend the heels, guiding the legs back to center. Inhale, flat back with the hands beside the feet or the hands over the shins. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, let's take one big deep breath here before transitioning. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Inhale, step the right foot forward. As you exhale, you're going to pivot the back foot in line with the short edge of the mat. Navel to spine, pushing your feet away from each other, tracking the right knee over your ankle. Windmill the arms up into Warrior 2. Arms are parallel to the ground. You're going to shift your shoulders over your hips, pushing your feet fiercely away from each other. The hips are square to the long edges of the mat, palms facing down. Your gaze, your drishti, is past your right fingertips. All right, so we're going to start to move here. We're going to flip the palms up. Inhale, lift. Exhale, sink. Lowering all the way back down. Beautiful. Each time you exhale, can you lower a little bit deeper? Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Do one more like this, and then we're gonna have a little bit of fun here. Inhale, lift. Exhale to lower. Beautiful. So from here, on our exhalation this time, we're going to bend the right elbow, take the forearm towards the thigh, and we're going to sweep the left arm over the ear into extended side angle. So this is where we're going to land on our exhalation. As you inhale, you're going to lift back up. As you lift back up, you're going to straighten your right leg. On the next exhalation, you're going to bend, keeping the feet exactly where they are. You're going to bend the left knee, sweep the left arm back, stretch that right arm forward past the left knee, kind of like you're skating. All right, inhale to windmill the arms all the way up. Exhale to come back into your extended side angle, forearm to thigh, left arm over the left ear. Inhale up. Exhale to transfer the weight over towards the left side. Let's do one more. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale up. Exhale, bending the left. Inhale up. Exhale, bending the right knee, sweeping the arms back down to the ground, step back plank, vinyasa. Let's take 2 more deep breaths here. In downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot steps forward. Exhale to pivot the back. Navel to spine. Inhale to windmill the arms up. Warrior 2. Pushing your feet fiercely away from each other, sliding the shoulders over the hips, guiding your gaze past the left fingertips. Getting ready to move in 3, 2, 1. Flip the palms up. Inhale, lift. And exhale to lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Let's do one more before transitioning. Inhale, lift. And exhale to lower. All right, let's bend that left elbow, left forearm to the thigh, sweeping the right arm across the ear into your extended side angle. Beautiful. On the next inhalation, we're going to inhale, lift all the way back up, straightening that left leg. As you exhale, you're going to bend that right knee, shoot that right arm back, left hand forward. Beautiful. Inhale, sweep back up, windmill the arms up. Exhale, extended side angle. So 2 more. Inhale, up. Exhale, bend. Inhale, up. Exhale, extend. Last one. Inhale up. Exhale to bend the right. Inhale up. Exhale left. Beautiful. Okay. Let's shift the gaze down to the ground. Let's windmill the arms all the way back down. Pivot the back foot. Step the left foot back. Plank to vinyasa. Beautiful. Excellent. All right. So we're going to repeat one of the poses that we just did, and then we're going to transition from that pose. So the pose that we're going to do is when we pivoted towards the outer edges of the feet with flexed feet. We're going to go into that pose first, and then we're going to have a little bit of fun. So from here, let's inhale, right leg up to the sky. As you exhale, you're going to tuck the knee in towards the nose, curling the spine. And then you're going to step the right foot forward on your inhalation. You're going to slide that left hand a little bit closer towards the foot. And then you're going to inhale, right hand sweeps back as you pivot towards the outer edges of your feet. Take your gaze past the right thumb. Sink the left hip down. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. On your inhalation, you're going to sweep the right arm back, and then you're going to take the heels of the palms in front of the inner edge of the right foot. Then you're going to flip the left foot over onto the heel, lifting the toes up towards the sky. From here, your right heel may lift off the ground. That's totally okay. And then you can either take your hands towards your heart center, or you can keep your hands on the ground here for stability. For 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's sweep back. Let's take that left hand back towards the right foot. Inhale to sweep the right hand towards the outer edge of the right foot. Step the right foot back. Vinyasa. Once you come into your downward facing dog, let's take one full deep breath here, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Excellent. Inhale, left foot steps forward. I'm going to slide that right hand right next to that left foot. You're going to inhale, sweep that left arm back as you pivot towards the outer edges of the feet. Allowing that right hip to sink down towards the ground. For 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, sweep back. You're going to take the heels of the palms on the inner crest of the left foot, flip the right foot over onto the heel, flipping the toes up towards the sky. Hands either to the heart's center to give release a little bit more weight here, or you can keep your fingertips or your hands on the ground. Again, if your left heel is lifted a little bit, that's totally fine. Breathing into the hips. For 3, 2, and 1. Stepping your right hand back towards the front of your mat as you pivot to the center, flipping the left hand to the outer edge of the left foot. Step the left foot back, plank, going through Vinyasa. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's take a few deep breaths here. Excellent. All right. Let's get ready for some squats. Let's bend those knees, navel to spine, gaze to the front of your mat. Inhale, hop 4 step to the front, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Let's get those outer hips fired up. Outer hips. Skips the H in that one. Fired up. We're going to go back into our chair pose, Utkatasana. So we're going to bend our knees first to guide the sit bones back into space. Inhale, hands to the sky. Push, 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 push out into the outer edges of your feet. Push your ankles away from each other for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, lift. And then exhale, hands towards heart center. All right, let's take those feet a little bit wider than hip width distance apart. Your feet are going to be pivoted out at a 45-degree angle. So from here, we're going to come up and down, in and out of Garland pose. So this is a short stanced squat. So we're going to do the short stance squat first, and then we're going to do a wide-legged squat. Okay, so that's the Cali squat versus the Garland squat. So from here, all we're going to do is we're going to trace the hands all the way up, tracing the sun. And then as you exhale, hands through heart center, you're going to bend your knees and lower all the way down. Beautiful. Let's stay here for one breath. As you breathe, you're going to squeeze the legs in, and you're going to push the arms out. You're going to lift through the crown of the head, slide the shoulders back, keep the chest nice and open. All right, let's come back up again. Inhale, trace the sun, rise. Exhale, sweep wide, hands through heart center. One breath. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hands through heart center, descend. So that's the last one that we're going to do like this. All right, so from here, we're going to stay here. And we're going to invite a little bit of a twist in through the base of the spine. You don't have to twist if you don't want to. If you'd like to hang out here, you can. Or even if you wanted to do a little bit more of a passive exercise, you can take the sit bones back down to the ground and you can go into a reverse butterfly and just allow your knees to drape open. So for those of you who do want to get into that twist, let's extend that left hand down towards the ground. As you inhale, you're going to reach up toward the sky with the right hand. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale, right hand to the ground, left hand to the sky. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale, crown reaches up. Beautiful. All right. Let's take one more exhalation here, sinking the sit bones a little bit lower. Inhale, sweep up to touch the sky. And then exhale to release. Beautiful. Let's give our hips a little tiny bit of a break here. We're just going to dangle. So first you're going to step your feet together. Inhale, lift and lengthen. And then as you exhale, you're going to hop your feet hip width distance apart. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Hinge from the hips, lead with the heart. As you fold, you're going to take a hold of your elbows. And then from here, we're going to inhale, flat back. Beautiful. So as you go into your flat back, your forearms are going to come right over the crown of your head. Nice, strong, long spine here. And as you exhale, bring the navel into the spine, scooping the belly in, and fold. Beautiful. Last breath. Inhale, sweep up wide. Exhale, hands through heart center. Okay. So assuming you're still at the front of your mat, if you're not, come back to the front of your mat. Inhale, crown to sky. Exhale, step the left foot back. As you step the left foot back, you're going to pivot the other foot back in. So your feet should be starting off with the edges at the short edge of the mat, rather. Let's take the hands towards the hips. Inhale, crown to sky. Exhale, pivot from the hips. Lead with the heart, forward fold. And the hands are going to come down to the ground. So we're just going to take 2 deep breaths here. Inhale, flat back. Exhale to fold. 1 breath here. Beautiful. Hands to the hips, softening the knees. Inhale to rise. And then we're going to flip the feet out at a 45-degree angle, getting ready for our Kali squat. So with a Kali squat, we're going to take a Kali mudra. So Kali mudra, you're going to interlace the last 3 fingers. You're going to point the index and fold the thumbs over each other. And we're going to inhale, lift the index fingers all the way up towards the sky, piercing the sun. And then as you exhale, so once you do this, we always have a tendency to actually take our shoulders up towards our ears. However, can you slide the shoulders down the length of the spine taking them away from the ears, but still keeping your arms active. Press through the heels of the palms. Then from here, as you exhale, you're going to bend your knees and guide your sit bones towards the earth. From here, you can slide the hands towards heart center, closing your eyes, shifting the shoulders back, keeping the chest open, hugging the arms in. Pushing your feet away from each other, sinking with every single exhalation. Couple more breaths. Last breath. Excellent. Inhale, rise. Exhale to pivot the feet back in. Inhale, trace the sun. Exhale to fold. Last breath. Inhale to rise. Exhale, hands through heart center, stepping back towards the front of your mat. So from here, we're just going to cross the legs. We're going to bend the knees and guide the sit bones back down to the ground. Beautiful. Okay, so from here, we're going to do a quick little outer release for the hips. So from here, we're going to start off by extending the left leg forward. I'm going to switch over towards this side so you can see what we're doing. So we're going to go into Gomukhasana, but just for the legs, okay? So first step that you can take here is you're going to bend your right knee, and then you're going to shift the right heel towards the right hip here. And then your foot's going to come down to the ground past the hip, okay? So if this feels good to you, you can absolutely stay here. If, for example, the foot doesn't reach all the way past the left thigh onto the ground, you can make the position of the number 4 here. You can keep your foot flexed, and you can start to actually fold over towards your left foot. So that's option A. Option B, if your foot does land on the ground on the opposite side of the left foot, you can stay here and then come into your fold like so. If you would like to visit the full expression of the pose, start to bend the left foot, so that's the left knee, towards the outer edge of the right hip. So both feet are in the same spot here. They're both outside of the hips. And the knees are either somewhat stacked over each other or stacked. One day. All right, so from here, you're going to descend the sit bones down towards the ground. And then from here, you're going to inhale, lift the hands up nice and high. And then as you exhale, you're going to gently guide the hands back down to the ground, lift the heart forward, and then you're going to fold over the legs. We're going over by about 5 minutes today. Sorry about that. So I wanted to make sure that we release the outer hips for a moment. And we're going to take one more breath here. And then inhale to step your hands back towards the legs. Beautiful. All right, let's very mindfully unravel our legs. And then you're going to do exactly the same position that you chose on that side, on this side of the body. So on the left side. You're going to bend the left knee, and you're going to take exactly the same position, okay? So we're going to wait here for about one full breath so that we're all adjusted. And another way that we can do this, if you're in the full expression of the pose, you can actually just take your hands towards the base of your feet. As you inhale, you can press the feet down. As you lift the crown of the head, shoulders away from the ears. And then as you exhale here, you can shift the chest forward, coming into your fold. Last breath. Inhale to rise. Exhale to unwind. Knees are bent, shifting the sit bones towards the heels, and then releasing the spine back all the way down to the ground. You're going to tuck the knees into the chest, rolling from side to side. That is a squeaky floor. Okay, and then from here, you can just very casually release your body into Shavasana, extending your legs forward, your arms to either side of the body, palms facing the sky. Taking your last deep breath here, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Taking a deep breath. And as you inhale, reaching the hands all the way back and the toes all the way forward. Stretching yourself into the longest human being. And then as you exhale, tucking the knees into the chest, forehead to knees, into the tiniest, teeniest little ball. Eventually rolling over towards the right side of your body. Guiding the left hand in front of the chest. Giving yourself a moment here in gratitude for honoring your body. Listening to your body always, first and foremost, that it is always your first teacher and the most important one. At any point in time, you felt like adjusting yourself or doing any other pose outside of what was being taught. Thank yourself for those moments, for giving yourself exactly what your body needs. And then on the next breath, on the next inhalation, pressing through the base of the left palm to rise up into a seated position. To close today's practice with a sound of Om Shanti Shanti Shanti, which means peace, peace, peace. Taking a comfortable seat, guiding the hands towards the heart center in Anjali Mudra, prayer position. Let us take an inhalation to Om now. Inhaling. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, 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 peace. May every single cell of your entire being be filled with love, light, abundance, bliss, freedom, and optimal health. May all beings be happy. Be happy. Be happy. Namaste. Happy Thursday, everyone! And always thank yourself for coming to your mat. Always, 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 always. Thank you for honoring your body today. Many blessings to you. Have a most beautiful day. And if you felt like doing, another movement thing again, I am teaching another class at 10:30. It's going to be yoga conditioning. And in the spirit of hips and strength, we're actually going to be exploring crow today. So if that's something that interests you, join me in a couple hours back onto your mat, and we're going to have a little bit of fun. So we're going to revisit a little bit of some poses that we just did. So it's going to be a little bit of a faster paced class. By a little bit, I mean spicy. And we're going to get into those crows. We're going to get our arm strength going. We're going to get our hips back open. And we're going to do some balancing. All right? Have a great day. Until next time. See you tomorrow at 7 o'clock. Bye.